People are selfish.
This shot the shout of Maurice, man, my brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
Toxic people want you for your money. Let there be light. Thank you for joining me on yet another episode of The Best Coach. I hope you feel good about yourself, because I feel good about you. Hope you feel positive and powerful. Hope you're not affected by any bad weather, any bad lifestyles. Which leads me to my point today, BX, and the shout out for the topic of today, which is toxic people. Selfish, which is something that you can always attack, is a primary source of a toxic person. Toxic person is aimed at your money. They're going for your money. They want it. Like a hound dog. You ever seen a hound dog in attack mode, going through the woods, chasing after a killer? Just pulling the chain, you know what I'm saying? The body is almost like a straight line. Tail is pointed, nose is out there, going for that killer. And this is the way toxic people are when they come after your money. They have no desire to do anything with you at all except use you for your money. Like the way a vampire, anybody knows what a vampire is, Dracula, Bela Lugosi from the 1930s or something like that, interested in only sucking the blood out of your body via your neck sometimes, or sometimes they'll just take it from someplace else. Interested in snatching the love and the kindness right out of your heart. We're talking about a toxic person. Toxic with the letter X in the middle. This time is not just the, okay, all right. The X in there can be for sex. Toxic people only want to get you for your sex. They want to drive you, they want to suck you dry, bone dry of your sex. They want to cheat you, rob you. They are people who are, what do you call them, nymphomaniacs, and all they want is sex, just like that hound dog. Just a toxic person, just want to suck the whole life out of your sex game. You trying to take your time and be at peace and ease your way into things. They're trying to suck the whole life out of it. They can't wait. They can't get enough, period. Toxic people we talking about. Now we're talking about time. Man, I tell you about toxic people. They want to chew all your time up. They want to grab all your time, put it in their mouth. They want to chew it and spit it out when they get finished getting all the flavor out like bubble gum. We're talking about toxic people. People that are toxic. They love to get you. You ever seen a snake coil itself around its victim? They like to take their time. The snake is like a toxic person, and they squeeze all the life out of you so you no longer have any breath. Toxic person will live with you, do squatters' rights, call the police, have you kicked out of your own house, and now they live there. Toxic people move into your neighborhood. They don't even have enough money really to be qualified. Dropping empty Frito bags and broken wine bottles all over the place. Toxic people tearing the neighborhood up, bringing the value down. Toxic people we talking about. You playing football, you out there as a student athlete trying to do what you got to do. They trying to get you off the field. Toxic people trying to get you incarcerated. Toxic people want to arrest you when you driving trying to come home from a hard day's work. Toxic people want to use you for all your taxes. They say that the money is theirs. They're trying to suck everything out of the people that work hard. Blue collar, white collar, orange collar, green collar, red collar. They're trying to get you for every dollar you got. Toxic people we talking about. They want to make you do work for free. They want to have you dig in a coal mine somewhere and shovel and be sweating every single day, making $2 an hour, while what they getting is making them multi-millions and billionaires. We talking about toxic people. People who are interested in getting free labor completely from you. These are toxic folk that want you to pay for the whole trip. They want to go with you. They don't want to pitch in at all. This is toxic. They don't want to drive. They don't want to pay for none of the gas. They don't want to chip in if you're going to get automatic air or something like that. They don't want to pay for nothing. When the bill comes, their head turns. And a matter of fact, toxic people we talking about. They only interested because they mad because somebody got them in their past. Whether it was a baby father, maybe it was a baby mother, maybe it was just somebody they dated who got over, they feel like in their own mind, toxic person. They didn't get anything out of the deal. They feel like it was a waste of time for them, even though they enjoyed the sex, even though they enjoyed all the trips y'all went on, even though they enjoyed all of the meals that was prepared, cooked, bought, and paid for. We're talking about toxic people. Toxic people are everywhere. They're in your family. They're inside your soul. Toxic people, they're everywhere. They're you, they me, toxic people. Because we think we're not toxic, go ask somebody else. They say you are toxic. If you was married and you divorced, everybody saying they toxic. The other person is toxic. Now, if you don't have any kids and you're 40 years old, you toxic. Something must be wrong with you. If you got 5 kids at 40 years old, you're toxic. Something must be wrong with you. If you're in a relationship, if you're out of a relationship, you're toxic. No matter what somebody say, you can live with them 365, 364 on a leap year. You toxic. You can do everything you can, like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for somebody. You toxic. You can do like Malcolm X. You can do like John F. Kennedy. You can do like William Trump and whoever else, Bill Trump or whoever. You can do like anybody else, Cosby. And you still a toxic person. There's nothing you can do about being toxic. You can coach, your team can be undefeated. Y'all can lose 1 or 2 games next year. All of a sudden they want to fire you. You toxic. You a toxic coach. You can be somewhere working professionally and be having sex with somebody in the office. They can find out about the sex in the office that you had with somebody. Now they want to fire you. They consider you toxic. You a toxic person. You can be gambling. Get caught gambling, you toxic. You can get caught being a pedophile, toxic person. You can caught being a cheater, toxic person. No matter what you do, you're going to be seen and perceived as a toxic person. The Bible said every man shall fall short of God's glory, toxic person. You go to church, they tell you you're a toxic person. If you don't pay your tithe, you're a toxic person. No matter what you do, you can smile, take her out on a date, treat her nice, be good to her. You still a toxic person. She's still gonna pick somebody that treats her like shit, trash, somebody that don't call her. She got her mind set on who she want. He don't want her, but you still consider a toxic person. Your flowers just lay down and fall apart and wither and die immediately. You are a toxic person. You had good in your heart, it didn't work out. You are a toxic person. In other people's mind, there's nothing you can do. You got family members who think you toxic. You can make it somewhere coaching, you can make it in sports, go to the pros, you can get a good job. It don't matter what you say, your family members think you a toxic person because you haven't given them everything that they need to be super successful. Toxic person. If you got somebody in your family that's listed as mentally retarded, mental issues, whatever's going on, if you don't take care of them, even though they got to have sex and have kids, they're still not considered a toxic person. Toxic person. Your school teachers didn't teach you what you needed to learn. The education system, toxic person. Everything is toxic. Jobs is toxic. Being unemployed is toxic. Everything is toxic. I can't think of anything that's positive. Everything is toxic, toxic, toxic. So what do we need to do? It's the best coach. I love y'all.
Motell Granite the greatest, man.
Yeah.